among British welterweights, having to meet in his first defence the man from whom he so controversially won the title. It was a vacant title, but Arthur won it against Stracey in this same ring last October. Stracey with the white stripes on his boots, the white socks, the smaller man of the two from Bethnal Green. It was when Stracey's former stablemate, Ralph Charles, another East Londoner, vacated the British welterweight crown that it became vacant, and these two men met, and Stracey, you'll recall, was disqualified by referee Jim Brimmel for allegedly hitting Arthur on the break. Brimmel was laid a caution by the British Boxing Board of Control for his handling of the contest, and after the 6 months' grace which Arthur had as champion had elapsed, they ordered this rematch. A rematch for which Mike Barrett, the Albert Hall promoter, has paid between £7,000 and £8,000. Arthur getting the champion share, over 4,000. Stracey getting the challenger's 40%. Two good, competent boxers at their best, these, but Stracey made hot favourite by the bookmakers. He's 4-1 on to win the title from Arthur. Might be happy to bide his time for the first few rounds, and it's certainly been Stracey in the first round who's done most of the attacking. Stracey, the man with most of the support in this arena. His professional record almost without blemish. 33 pro fights, 30 wins, 1 draw and only 2 defeats. One against Marshall Butler, who beat him on points in London last year, and the other one, of course, that hotly disputed defeat by the man in the other corner tonight, Bobby Arthur. Arthur, who hasn't fought since he last met Stracey on October the 31st. One of the big questions about this fight is how ring rusty is Arthur, when you bear in mind that in the meantime Stracey has had 5 contests and won them all.
Seconds out, round 2.
Both boxers have got their initials on the bottom of their shorts, the BA standing for Bobby Arthur on the right now, and Stracey, who likes to be known as John Henry, with John H on the bottom of his trunks. Arthur's got a height advantage, but as far as the weights are concerned, Stracey is just a pound lighter. Tying him up, and a warning there from Wally Tom, the referee, who carries perhaps more responsibility for this title fight than many referees have had to after what happened last time. Getting the right hand through. Stracey generally is not an easy man to hit. He's a quick, competent fighter, thinks about boxing a great deal, and a good tactician. In fact, Stracey's been working in the gym in East London for this fight almost non-stop since the last one finished. Determined to win the crown that he thinks he should have had last time. Stracey losing his balance. This looks like being an interesting championship fight between two men who know how to box. And that's got to be said about Bobby Arthur. He's had, in his opinion, the rough end of the stick when it's come to getting fights. He'll be 26 next month, and he's only fought once, actually, in the last 13 months.
Seconds out, round 3.
Well, if Stracey had an edge in those first 2 rounds, it wasn't by much. And Arthur, as he said he would be, is looking composed and determined. There's no love lost between these two, nor between the rival camps. The needle that grew out of the last fight may have been exaggerated just occasionally since, but it certainly exists. And this so far has been a battle of the left hands. Bearing in mind he hasn't fought for so long, Arthur's looking quite sharp and lively. Stracey ducks and weaves so well. His manager, Terry Lawler, says sometimes it happens so quickly you can hardly see it the way he avoids punches. Anything that Stracey does in this fight will have the crowd behind him immediately. And in this round, he's beginning to do a bit. Not getting too close. Stracey pursuing him most of the time. Well, there was just one flurry in that round when Stracey looked to be getting on top. He won the ABA light welter title, then turned pro, and from then on, Terry Lawless, the man bending over him now on the right, was insisting that here was a future welterweight champion of Great Britain. Tonight, Stracey gets his second chance to prove that prediction.
Second out, round 4.
When they fought before, Stracey was leading unanimously on points at the time of the disputed finish. Built up a good points lead in the early rounds, and that's what he'll be hoping to do again tonight. But both men have trained extremely hard, both are in good shape, and both, if necessary, can go the full 15, and it won't go that far if Stracey does that. Arthur caught completely by surprise, and he's going to be counted out. It's all over. What a sensational finish in round 4. And Bobby Arthur, caught completely by Stracey and knocked out, loses his British welterweight title. the photographers in the ring, and they all want to take pictures of the man being hugged by his manager, Terry Lawless, John H. Stracey. It all happened in round 4, and it was a right cross from Stracey which ended this fight so sensationally. No hint of what was to come in the first 3 rounds, but look at that right hand, and Arthur just didn't know what day it was. He never looked like beating the count, and he lost his British welterweight crown just like he won it, lying on the floor. There's the Lonsdale belt, and there's the champion. And who's to say now that Stracey won't go on to win one of those belts outright?